Hey guys, what's happening? Hey Ken. Oh, thank you, Ken. Hey Foxcat, what's up? Hello.
You want?
Yeah, I thought that was Ella. Is it? Am I on? Should be, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Hey Pat. Hey Darlene. Hey Lori. Hey, no excuses. What is that?
I'm going to use my power supply from my computer.
Oh, you're so.
I'll be back in a minute to get that phone number,
Oh,
possibly,
okay.
unless he called me.
Okay, honey.
Do you mind? Come on. Dee.
Hey Ashley. Hey Shannon. Hey Mathiel. Hey Bethany. Hey, what's happening? See Meyer, go with Daddy.
Stay with mommy or no?
She's as soon as you shut the door, she's gonna be freaking out because she's away from you. You know how she does. Hey, she's like looking at the door, like, "Oh my God, where'd he go?" My dog is like obsessed with her daddy. When he used to go on out of town all the time for work, she would like mourn the entire time he was gone. Yay, it's Friday. Yay. Hey, Lobster Girl, what's happening? Oh, thank you, Pat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we didn't do much. We just hung out. We didn't go anywhere, you know? Didn't do anything. How's everybody's week? Everybody doing good this week? Shannon, did I say hi to you? Hi, Shannon. Here we go. My eyes are already starting. I can never tell if it's my eyes or my glasses. So weird. Everybody thank Ken. Thank you, Ken. Hey, Cynthia, what's happening, girlfriend? Thank goodness it's Friday. We did take selfies with our masks on. And you know what? They just like dropped the mask mandate, so you don't have to wear masks anymore. Yeah. But they say like if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask, but I'm still wearing a mask. And every store, everywhere I've been, I've not seen a person without a mask on, I don't think. I think everybody's had a mask on. So, Ken. Yes, he took me out in his Mercedes. There you go. Wish he had that Mercedes. No, I don't actually. I wouldn't want to pay the insurance on it. Hey, Kim, what's happening, girlfriend? Oh, Pat, it's hot there. Wow. Yeah, that's like here too. It was, I think it only got up to 82 today, but tomorrow and Sunday, it's supposed to be like 90. I think it was like saying it was going to be 95 tomorrow and like 92 on Sunday. Like it's perfect beach weather, but unfortunately I ain't at the beach, so. You put a screen protector on, it's super hard to type. You know what? I had, my husband got me this lifetime warranty one, and I had that problem when I first put mine on. But I guess it kind of like molded to the shape of the screen, and it kind of chilled out a little bit. It just took a little while, you know? Way to go, Pat. Me too. You know, I can remember years ago, in DC, you know, whenever you see like, and please, I don't know what nationality they were. They were Asian, and they would always come with their cameras, and there'd always be a huge group of men, and, you know, they would sightsee in DC. They would always have masks on. And I can remember being a little kid going on a field trip to DC, into town to go to one of the museums, and they always wore masks. And I was always like, I remember asking my teacher, I was in probably third or fourth grade, I was like, why do they have those masks on their face? I don't, but now I get it. I get it. Oh, thank you, Miss Yale. Thank you. Thank you. Not many are wearing masks where I live in Wisconsin. Really? Honestly, I don't think I've seen anyone this week. I mean, it's not like I went out a ton of times, but I don't think I saw anyone without a mask on. I went to the Lidl grocery store and everybody had a mask on, the employees, and they still have the signs everywhere that you have to have a mask on, but supposedly Costco has a sign that if you're vaccinated, you don't have to have a mask, which they were really big, bad sticklers here in our town. They were like, if you didn't have your mask on, they were like, sorry, you have to have a mask, from the beginning. We've just come out of lockdown. Perth, Western Australia, back to normal now. No mask. Oh, nice, nice. You're getting into the 90s. Yeah, it's getting there, y'all. It's going to be rough. I've been still also wearing my mask. I had the vaccine. Oh, good, good. Yeah. Oh, I see you're in Florida. Okay, gotcha. Hey, Taylor, what's happening? So, I'm happy that it's Friday. It was a rough week, though. It really was. I mean, hubby and I had our anniversary on the 16th. That was chill, slow, laid back. It was awesome. And then, let me see. I guess I woke up yesterday to discover by sheer accident that my cousin had passed away. Apparently, okay, so my cousins on my dad's side are much older. So their kids are my age, right? So my cousin Terry, his kids are my age. They're in their 50s. One's younger and one's older. So I always kind of looked at them as aunts and uncles, because they were older. But I really got along really well with Terry. He was a goofball. He was funny as crap. He was a retired Marine. Hoorah! His home is in Jacksonville, North Carolina, at Camp Lejeune. He retired from there, and so did his wife, my cousin. And he had fallen, apparently. Nobody ever. So it's kind of once my dad passed away, it's really hard to get any information on that side of the family, whereas we're really close to my mom's side of the family. My dad's side of the family, he's got one sister left, and then his one brother isn't doing so good. I just literally found out because they contacted his wife to tell her about Terry. And apparently my uncle doesn't know who anybody is now, so he's not doing very good. But anyway, so yeah, I discovered by accident, and then I find out he fell a week ago. So he had really bad medical issues 3 years ago. And he got better, got through it. And then I think it was a year and a half ago, I went to Jacksonville because my cousin Teresa died. That was actually his daughter. So his kids are my first cousins. So he's technically second cousin. Anyway, he fell about a week ago, and apparently the other night he just died. And I guess they did an autopsy and discovered that he had a brain bleed. They didn't know about it. And when he fell, and they frickin' sent him home. Yeah. So, of course, his wife, Pat, she's freaking out. And then here's the other thing which really pisses me off. So his grandson, my cousin Terry that passed away, his grandson is about to graduate from, I think, the Marines, from boot camp. Excuse me. And so they're like, don't put anything on any social media because we don't want him to know, because he needs to focus on his graduation. And I'm sitting back saying, when he finds out that you all covered and didn't tell him that his grandfather passed, he's going to be freaking pissed. I would be. So they're not posting anything on any social media or anything. And it's just freaking bullshit, in my opinion. Excuse my French, but it's bullshit. Sorry. A lot of people here going without masks. Oh, okay. My doctor's office for a memo, and one wasn't wearing a mask. I was shocked. Wow, that's crazy. Because we're so used to seeing everybody like masked up. Hey, David K, what's up? What's up? Most people are still wearing masks. They're supposed to lighten up the end of the month. Oh, thanks, Lori. Thank you, honey. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I mean, obviously, I know, my dad's side of the family, people are just dropping like flies and dying off. And it's just hard. It's just hard. Especially when I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing, like with my gifts. Sometimes with my family, I'll see it. But in this situation, other times I'm just completely clueless and I find out by sheer accident on social media, which I didn't even know what they were talking about. So one of my second cousins was talking to another one of my second cousins on social media. Excuse me. I was like, what the hell are they talking about? So I texted my cousin, Dennis, and asked him, and he told me. And I'm like, thanks for informing me. Thanks for letting me know. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't call you or your sister. No, you didn't. Nobody did. Thank you. I understand why his wife didn't call. I mean, hello, her husband just died, Ugh, just pissed me off. Hey, Shannon, what's happening? Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. It's like I said, it's just one of those things. I mean, I don't think we go 6 months without somebody in one side of the family dying. We have such a huge family on my mother's side and my father's side, but the majority of the people left on my father's side are like second cousins. Because my dad was much older when he had me and his siblings were much older, so like I barely remember a couple of my uncles. Like, I think I saw him when I was really little, It's my cousin in Missouri. Now he's in Jacksonville, Camp Lejeune in North Carolina. Yeah, the only people I have in Missouri is my sister, her daughter, and her daughter's kids. Hey, this is Mom. How's it going? Yeah, no doubt. I feel you, Shannon. That's why I'm like, how can you not tell that poor kid? Like, I think he's like all of 20 years old. Like, he needs to know that because he was close. Like, he was raised living in his pop's house, right? My cousin Terry was his pop. And his mom and dad lived with them for years. So, like, his pop raised him, and to not know that, I'd be fuming. Oh, you have a cousin Terry too, yeah. Don't feel bad, Pat. I do that stuff too. A friend from high school died the other day. He was in the hospital recovering from a knee replacement surgery. He fell in the Oh my gosh. Holy crap, Kim. I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks. Hey, Emily. Still flooding in Louisiana. Wow. Yeah, it's so bad right now. You're in my prayers. Definitely. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? Because I need to stop thinking about all the bad stuff. It's just going to start getting to me. Okay, so did you guys see new charges against Barry Morphew? Oh, wow, Cynthia, that sucks. That really sucks. Wow. Yeah, Barry Hey, you guys, doesn't my shirt look like an Easter egg threw up on me? An Easter bunny threw up on me? I love it, though. Oh, yeah, I thought you went out, too. Good point, Ken. He's back, I guess. I know, that sucks so bad. Ugh. That would be the worst. Yeah, my husband's cousins in the same family. Timmy, Toby, Terry, Tony. What are you feeling on the case? Okay, so here's what I want to say. So from the beginning, I always saw Suzanne, entombed. But I think she was entombed still. I still feel that. But I swear to you guys, I think she's like not all together. I know that's kind of graphic, but I don't think she's all in one place. I think, he was smart. Oh, sorry. Just saw something out. I think he was really smart. And, like his friend said, I saw this thing where his friend was interviewed and said, Barry's a hunter. And if he killed her, nobody would ever find her. I mean, his own damn friend said that, right? Now, granted, he was saying it in the context that he didn't think Barry had anything to do with it, right? But still, why make that comment? You know what I mean? It is comfy, Cynthia. Domestic violence, not that it will make any difference with the murder charges. Did they get him for domestic violence? Wow. Did he? I did not know that. I didn't even know that, Ken. I didn't know that. I just saw the weapons charge and the tampering with a body or whatever charge that just came out. Latuan, yeah. An Easter egg. There you go. It does look like an Easter egg, doesn't it? I kept saying earlier, an Easter bunny threw up on me. That's what I... Why am I only seeing a tiny window view? Oh, are you on a phone? Because the way my hubby set it up, he set it up a little different. That's why. I wonder how the police can charge him with domestic violence with nobody. True. True. Oh, he definitely hit her body. He did. He did. Oh, Ken, I was talking about Barry Morphew. I do think, I don't know if he necessarily chopped her up. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I guess he did chop her up. But, I mean, I don't think that she's in like a million different pieces. You know what I mean? I think it's like, for some reason now I'm feeling like two main locations, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Oh, Ken, he was charged with domestic violence today. Wow. Holy crap. See, y'all know more than I do. I was talking about the charges he got the other day. I know, Shannon, right? Here's the sad thing. I can't even imagine what his daughters are going through. You know what I mean? Like, that's got to be so hard for them. Their mom's gone. Their dad's in jail, facing charges of murdering their mom. Like, they've got to be in such a bad spot right now. I just can't even imagine. And I think they're just holding out hope that he didn't do it. You know what I mean? Wishful thinking. I think they really think, oh, he wouldn't do that to our mom. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I'm sure, come on. I'm sure the daughters have seen things. I'm sure they've seen their dad treat their mom like shit before. And who knows, they may have even seen him being violent with her, But, one's 17 and one's like 19 or 20. They're still fairly young, So if I were in their position, I would be thinking the same thing. Oh, my dad couldn't do that. There's no way my dad, you know what I mean? Like, wishful thinking, you don't want to think that about your own damn dad, I agree, Cynthia. I think they're just going to keep packing charges on, hoping, hoping that they can give him a deal if he says he'll tell them where the body is. I think that's what it is. Oh, wow, Ken, that's pretty interesting. Wow. I do 100% think he moved the body. Now, whether that means from the beginning she was in two different parts and he moved one part, I don't know. At the beginning, I didn't see water, but as of like 6-8 weeks ago, I was seeing her. I was even seeing her like in water, and I was like, how could he have buried her, like entombed her and buried her down in water? You know, I was trying to figure it out because I was seeing like cement almost, concrete. And I don't know, some people sent me some articles and I was like, oh, okay, so it can be done. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think at this point that's the DA's motive. She's like, let me keep piling charges on his ass. Excuse me. And maybe, you know, when he starts whining and seeing he's getting, you know, all these charges, maybe then he'll come forward and say, hey, I'll tell you where she is if we can make a deal. You know what I mean? If he's smart, that's what he would do. Because otherwise, he's going down. He's going way down. I mean, think about it. Suzanne Morphew being missing and her case, where are they going to have the trial that people don't know about it? It's been a national case, you know? So, yeah. Hey, Ocean Wave, what's happening? Yeah, definitely. Well, daggone. Now I get to check off 3 things on my little handy dandy list over here. Okay, I have a couple of questions. He has lost a lot of weight. And in my opinion, I was looking at like that still shot of that video that he did of, oh, if you're out there, I don't care how much you need, I'll give you anything. Where he's shaking his head no the whole time. I was comparing a picture of him there to when he got arrested. And I'm like, holy crap. Like his lines, his wrinkles are so damn deep, you know? Yeah, he looks sick. Now that the snow is melting, there could be more searches. Adventure with Purpose will be doing a search. Good, good. Yeah. Yeah, I hope they find her. But can you imagine what her kids are thinking? I mean, I just can't imagine being torn like that, you know, because regardless, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you had a shitty relationship with your mom or a good relationship. It doesn't matter if you had a shitty relationship with your dad or a good relationship. In a case like this, of course you don't want to think your dad could be so horrible as to murder your mom, you know? I mean, I kind of was getting the feeling, this was a long time ago, and I didn't want to put it out like in a major video about her, but I kind of felt like from like going way back. So, you know, we're talking like maybe 3 or 4 years, because, you know, in teenage years, 3 or 4 years is a long time, right? I kind of felt like there was a lot of tension, not between Barry and his daughters, but between Suzanne and her daughters. I felt like the younger one, she was not happy with her mom. I definitely felt like that. Yeah. What is wrong with these men? He kills her and then goes on national TV begging for her back. And then look at Shanann Watts and her 2 little girls murdered by their dad and husband. I just said that last week on Friday night. I said, hello, why can't these stupid ass men just go get divorces? They don't need to kill their wives, you know? Such BS. Oh, I haven't seen that. The Arbery case, I haven't seen that. Yeah. Exactly. Why don't they just get divorced? But that's the thing. It's like these guys are just so narcissistic and so greedy and just so hateful. It just blows my mind. Very true, Ken. They always do. They think, ugh, come on. It's like Chris Watts. Did he really think by going and talking to that reporter that it was going to make him look good? Because I don't know about you, but if you didn't know he was guilty prior to that, when he did that stupid little, I kept hoping they just come running in that door. Yeah, no. If you didn't know he was guilty before that, you knew on that right there. Pat, I don't know if she moved out or not. I don't know. I heard like one of them had moved out once upon a time, but then everybody said no, they were still all living there. So I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Pat. I agree, Ken. I agree, Kim. I agree, Lori. It is. It's just such BS. Like, and you know what? Let me tell you. So, Suzanne's sister, like, she is a strong woman. To be able to sit there and say that she still loves her brother-in-law and she forgives him, I don't know that I could do that, y'all. I don't know that I could do that. Okay, another question, you guys. So, I don't really want to put all this out here, but I'm not a part of this one way or the other, okay? Keep that in mind. So I happened to, it popped up on my feed. Her name is Donna Serafino, Reverend something. I don't know. She's a psychic. I'm sure you guys have heard of her because she did, she's done a bunch of readings for Suzanne Morphew, right? So, I don't know, somebody made like a comment. I was looking through the comments, just kind of scanning through, and somebody made a comment about something. For the life of me, I can't remember what they said, but she was like, oh, don't ever mention, and she put IAC in all caps, and she was like, don't ever mention her don't ever mention her on here again. I went to her after she stole my work. I went to her and I was trying to be professional, and then she sits there and she's flirting with all these guys and all she cares about is her subscriber count. She doesn't care if she's stealing psychics information. So I guess she was saying like that Linda edits a crime. This is allegedly. Well, Linda, don't sue me, girl. I watch your videos. I'm just asking if anybody knows about this. Supposedly she in one of her videos said, oh, this just popped into my head. And whatever she said was something that Donna Serafina had said in a reading for, I guess, Suzanne Morphew. Okay. And I'm not trying to get like gossip started or any of that kind of stuff. Like I said, I watch It's a Crime, and when she does her quote deep dive, here we go again. When she does her quote deep dives, I like her videos. Now, is she stealing information? If so, that kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Like, because people work really hard on their videos. So that would really freaking suck if she were stealing people's info. If she stole anything from me, I'm not aware of it. So what am I going to do? I have like 3,000 subscribers anyway. You know what I mean? Like, come on. So I was just wondering if anybody knew what the heck was going on, because I guess this Donna, she was really upset, like really upset. You could tell. I could feel it, like holy crap. So I was just asking if anybody's aware of what happened. I'd just like to know. I mean, there's so much crap going on YouTube right now. Let me get caught up on some comments. We'll talk about something else. I think so too, Ken. The only way I could ever kill an animal, it would be if I was starving. And even then, I think, because listen, I hit a squirrel when I was 18, and I pulled over on the side of the road, and I bawled like a baby. I was late for work. I was so upset, you guys. So it wouldn't be an easy thing for me to be able to do. You know what I mean? But these other people that like go shoot elephants and crap, what the hell's wrong with you? Why would you kill an innocent elephant? All right. Christopher Tompkins case. I will look into it. I have hundreds of names. And guys, sorry I didn't get the Elvis. Excuse me. Goodness, hold on. I think I have somebody trying to come through because whenever it starts taking my voice away, that's normally what's going on. Oh God. Yeah, I'll check into it for you, Shannon. I've got so many names, but I apologize I didn't get a video up this week. I was gonna do it, and then I found out about my cousin, and I just kind of, I just couldn't get into it. It is. It does seem too easy, doesn't it, Pat? Very true, Ken. Yeah, that's it, Pat, the Reverend. Yeah. McFittyfoot, hey, I like your name. And I agree with you. Chris Watts is a freaking idiot. Actually thought he was going to that he was going to not fail the polygraph. He thought he could beat it. So what's Morphew's motive? Do we know if there's another woman? Okay, so I'll say this. From the beginning, I said I felt like there was another woman, but I didn't think Barry had actually started to have an affair with her. I think he was just like in the talking phases. That's what I felt. I don't know if that's it or not, but that's what I thought. And then somebody had said she had like an inheritance or something. So yeah, maybe it was for money. I know Donna the Reverend, I don't particularly like her and don't watch her. Yeah, I'll say this. I don't particularly care for her. She's not someone that I'll just go sit down and watch her videos. It popped up and I just happened to click on it. I was just, doing something brain dead. And I clicked on it, started reading the comments, and I was like, what? Yeah, so I don't know. As far as Linda, I don't know if she really did it or not. I was hoping somebody else had the insight on it. That could be Ken. You could be right. Right, Pat. Yeah. Yeah, she was right. And I'll give her that. She's obviously talented, and, and she's obviously talented. Let me just say that. Lord. Yeah, she, yeah, the tusks. That's what I hate. Oh, that pisses me off so bad. Yeah, because I think Reverend Donna and I were the only two that knew where Tylee and JJ were. And the weird thing is when I was doing that video, I was like, I definitely feel like they're in a family's yard somewhere. And then it just pops into my head. He's family now, It was weird, but somebody obviously gave me that message because I had no intention of saying that. You know what I mean? Like, it just popped into my head at the last second, and I was like, oh yeah, he's family now. But yes, no doubt she's talented. Please don't get me wrong. If you watch her, more power to you. She's just not really my cup of tea. I read those same comments, and I even defended it's a crime in those comments, but I also have watched on. I just prefer Linda's way of getting the info snack out to Festus's mom. Look, I love Linda's videos. Like I said, I think she puts a lot of time and energy into it. Now, if she's intentionally stealing information, then that's bullshit. And sorry, you guys, and that's BS. Because that's just wrong. But if it was something like she had heard it, you know what I mean? And just off the cuff, she said it, and really, so I don't know. I don't know what all of it's about. She is irritating, lots of stops and explaining. I think that's the one thing why I don't like watching her is because she'll start saying what she's getting and then she dead stops and starts talking, which I do the same thing. Okay. I do the same thing. And maybe that's why I notice it so much in her videos, because I do the same thing. When I'm connecting, I'll stop and put in my 2 cents worth. And I know there are people out there, trust me, I get comments and emails all the time that I need to stop giving my personal opinion in the videos. But that's me. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. Because look, I'm not going to change, okay? I'm in my 50s. If I haven't changed by now, I seriously doubt I'm ever going to change. Ugh. Yeah, exactly, Taylor. I agree with you 100%. It was such bull. Ugh. Sorry. Try not to curse, you guys. I'm really trying. I'm trying. Because at some point, I may monetize my account, my YouTube channel. It's not monetized at this point, but at some point I might. I just don't know. I am who I am, and I am the way I am. So if I curse, it comes out. You know what I mean? And if I were monetized, there are so many restrictions. Like they probably shut my channel down in the first week. I just mean most wouldn't describe the deaths. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm like that too, Ken. I don't care if I absolutely love the YouTuber. If they put out an hour and 30-minute video, it's really hard for me to watch. Like, I'll watch a couple minutes here and there, but I have too many things I need to do in life that I don't want to sit there, and keep watching when I could be watching 10 videos in the time that their video play. You know what I mean? Thanks, Pat. I know, right, Ken? I will go in the naughty corner. Story of my life. I've always been in the naughty corner. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, you should check her out, Shannon. She's really talented. I mean, I'll give her that. She's really talented. She's obviously a really gifted psychic. But it's just her, what am I trying to say? Her relay is just a little hard to watch. Thank you, Pat. Ken, that's me too. 20 minutes is a good mark. That's how I am too. When it gets into 35, 40 minutes, I'm like, so sometimes if it's a YouTuber I really like, then I'll be like, okay, and I'll watch like a little bit here, a little bit there. But in most cases, I don't finish the whole video ever, and that just goes against the YouTuber, right? If because everything's analytics with YouTube. So here we go again. My voice is going. Oh, God. Okay. Sorry. Oh, thanks, Shannon. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Pat. Yeah. Talk about irritating voice. I have a horrible voice. And, if I could go back and do it all over again, I had a serious addiction to cigarettes for a lot of years. Excuse me. Even when I was little, my voice was like more on the deeper side. So after smoking, for 40 years, made my voice icky. Like, I can't stand my voice. I hate listening to myself. Yeah, I see. I can't handle that kind of crap. Like, I just can't. Wow, 6 hours. Holy crap. There's no way I could ever do that. I think because, I watch such a huge variety. To be honest with you, I don't really watch psychic channels. I watch occasionally Dark Rose, because I love her. I think that's it. I don't think I stopped watching Quantum Reality and Mystic Brady. I do, if I see something that looks good, maybe I'll stop on it for a few minutes. But because everything in YouTube's done with analytics, that's what I was trying to say. If you go into a video that's an hour long and you only watch half of it, then that goes against the YouTuber. You know what I mean? Plus, as a content creator, why would you want to make a video that people get bored with and they're like, screw it, I'm not going to finish watching it. You know what I mean? So, excuse me. So, yeah. Hey, JR, what's happening? Oh, you smoked 25 years too, Lori? Ugh, it's horrible. Yeah, thanks, Pat. Let me tell you a little story about my laugh, okay? So when I was in middle school, I had the most obnoxious laugh. Oh my God, it was horrible. So I was that person, I would go to the movies with my friends and I would just bust up laughing, right? And then everybody would just be laughing at me laughing because my laugh was so loud and obnoxious. So I finally decided, okay, I'm going to like calm my laugh down. And I actually did calm my laugh down, right? But unfortunately, I still snort. And yeah. Yeah. Did they just arrest someone for the Delphi murders? I saw them the other day. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with it, so I'm not sure, Shannon. Hey, Aussie, what's happening? Hey, Sarah, what's up? It doesn't like necessarily show if a person stops watching it through. What it does is it's like, it's a culmination of minutes watched and like, here we go. Minutes watched. So if you watch half of it and stop, then it'll go against your minute count, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of weird. I mean, it doesn't matter for me because I'm not monetized, but I think if you're monetized, like it makes a difference. And if you're, the hell else was I saying? No, you guys just went. You stopped when your son was 3. Way to go. Okay, Pat, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. They molested, oh my God. They arrested that other child molester. Yeah. Thank you, Ken. Hey, Copper Petals, what's happening? I think it shows the creator the average time watch. Yeah, there's like an average minutes, and then your video gets like, what the heck word am I looking for here? It's like, then they rate, that's what I'm looking for. Then they rate your video based on minutes and all that. So because I'm not monetized, the only way it helps me if you watch my whole video is if it'll help me like move up. So that if, say someone searches Suzanne Morphew, because I've done some Suzanne Morphew videos, it'll move mine up the list. If the subscribers that I have are watching everything from start to finish, then it kind of like bumps you up. Something like that. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably completely wrong. Candy cane. Hey. Nah. I do that too though, Pat, but if you're watching it and you stop and then you go back to it another day, it still counts. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. I mean, I'm not sitting here telling you to watch every second of my video. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to explain like that it does. If you do these YouTubers that do these long ass videos, you know, they're not going to get anywhere with them if people aren't watching the whole video, you know? Yeah, that's so true. Okay, here's the other thing I want to ask about. I know some of you watch Dark Rose, and I know some of you watch Quantum Reality and Mystic Brady. So let me preface this by saying I love Dark Rose. She and I talk a lot. She's got a heart of gold. And I can tell you this, in the times that she and I have spoken, she's never trash talked anyone, okay? She's never said anything negative about anyone, okay? So let me start it with that. So apparently, it just pisses me off. Apparently, she put on her community post the other day, like a thank you to me and 2 other psychics that had helped her. And I don't know what the hell happened, but then all of a sudden, supposedly Mystic Brady and Quantum Reality, and if I'm wrong, please tell me, you guys. They found out somehow, they said that somebody told them that Dark Rose was talking crap about them. I don't know how that even happened, because that's not how she is as a person. You know what I mean? So I don't know if anybody knows what's going on. Please let me know, because I just feel so bad for Dark Rose. Like, she was ready to quit YouTube and she was so upset. She was crying. My heart ached so bad for her, right? So I don't know. Just, go over to her channel, go over to Dark Rose's channel and show her some love if you have time, because she's a good person, y'all. She's a really good psychic. She's really good at what she does, okay? And for people to say that, and here's the thing, I don't know who started that rumor. I don't know who the heck it was. I don't know who went to Mystic Brady and to Miriam at Quantum Reality and said, oh, Dark Rose was talking crap about you. Because I didn't see where she was talking crap about anybody. And she's never talked crap about anybody to me. So I was like, where is this crap coming from? You know what I mean? Are we in high school? That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, are we in high school? All this YouTube drama shit. It's like, that's kind of the reason why I try to stay on my own with my channel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm me. But I do talk to Dark Rose, and I love her. Like, she's a really good person, y'all. All right, let me get caught up here. Hold on. Here's a channel everyone should check out. Levi Stanford. He blew himself up. Oh, that video. God, I'm so glad you gave me his name. It didn't work. The link didn't work that you sent me. It wouldn't do anything. And I tried to retype it, but it wouldn't let me see the rest of the link, if that makes any sense. It was so weird, because I did want to see that. Yeah, she is a good person. She does speak her truth. Exactly. Yeah. I've watched Dark Rose. Everyone is human, but I can't see her doing that. Dark Rose, I will have to check her out. I will tell you this. She's not like that. Like, you don't have to be a psychic. I say this a lot, but you don't have to be a psychic to know when a person's a good person. You know what I mean? She's a good person. I've never anywhere seen where she said anything negative about anybody other than, if she's talking about Barry Morphew or something like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know where all the shit was coming from. And I really hope that they somehow can work it out and figure out who started the BS. Because we're not in high school. And, it's just frustrating to me, because I know what a good person she is. And I know that she's never said anything negative to me about anybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it gets old, doesn't it, Aussie? It's so, look, as an empath, you can only take so much. Let me say this. You don't have to be an empath to get to the point to where you can't take any more of that. You know what I mean? Like, but I can feel it. Like, I can feel it. And I'm just so frustrated. Like, I just want to, I wish we all lived close so we could all just go sit down in a room and I'd be the mediator and say, okay, where did this stuff come from? You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could do that, because it's just really sad that this is even happening. It shouldn't be like this. We all, work hard with our channels and we do what we do, and the whole point of having a YouTube channel is to help people, right? And that's the same with Dark Rose, just like it's the same with Quantum Reality, just like it's the same with Mystic Brady, just like Donna Serafina. We just want to help people. And if we can solve crimes and find bodies, cha-ching, that's amazing. Like, hello. You're the only one for me on this genre. I found you and haven't looked for anyone else. Aw, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, honey. I hate when they say he was done in such a short time. When anytime I saw for them. Yep. There are so many channels that have drama, you guys. Speaking of that, here's another one. And I don't care. I'm going to bring it up. So if you don't want to listen, you can click out now. But last week I talked a little bit about AV United We Stand, right? And I know he's out there just, trying to find the boys and trying to help with other cases. But the drama gets old really quickly to where I'm not watching him at all anymore. I just can't do it. It's always somebody's the antagonist. You know what I mean? Just letting everybody know something is up with thumbs up because I've noticed lately they are gone when I finish watching the video and have to thumbs up again. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, Dustum, how are you? Yeah, no doubt, Festus Mom. Thank you. If recommending other channels, check out Kitten Academy live stream for anyone who needs some cute and a comforting place. They also have a no sat policy. Oh, that's so cute. I gotta check it out. Kitten Academy. Okay, why am I like burning up all of a sudden? Oh, that's the other thing. Well, I already talked about that. But you know, it's 80 some degrees outside and it feels like it's 110 in here. And hubby even like cranked the AC down and it's still hot as crap. And I only have 2 lights on. I don't even have all my lights on. I'm sub to many, but watch a few regularly. I get called a troll because I think differently. Don't worry about it, Maury. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I don't think the way everyone else thinks either. Never have, never will. And if people don't like it, oh well, oh well. Oh geez, okay. Yeah, so everybody remember that. If you do a thumbs up, make sure you check it. That's so cool, Sarah. I'm gonna definitely watch that. I was telling my son that I like to start a channel on true crime. He said I'm not thick-skinned enough for the nastiness. Aussie, let me tell you. Let me give you a heads up. It's hard. It's hard to have a thick skin. I mean, I have really great subscribers, you know. Every now and then I get people being crappy. But normally when they're really shitty, normally when they're really bad, what they do is they follow me on Instagram and then a message will pop up that they want to send me a private message. They never have a picture because they don't have the balls to put their picture there, right? So I just had one the other day, this guy, and he was, you know, quoting the Bible, telling me how I was going to go to hell. And so I wrote back to him and I said, you know, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I actually believe in God myself. You know, and there are parts in the Bible about seers and, you know, people that can see the future. And so I hate to tell you, but you're wrong and I'm right. Nana, nana, boo boo. No, that's not what I said. But I said, first of all, thanks for your message. I did say that. And I said, oh, and thanks for creating an Instagram account with no picture and not having the balls to put a picture because, of course, you were just coming on here to be a dick to me in the, you know, in the personal messages. Yeah, so I said a couple things like that. But you do have to have thick skin. And I'm very grateful. You know, my husband, if he sees crappy comments, he'll delete it. If they're like really mean. I mean, I get bad comments. Some, you know, the majority of the time I leave them. Unless they're just being like downright nasty. And then I'm like, no. You know, a friend of mine had said, you know, would you let people come over to your house and come right up to your face and talk shit about you? And I was like, absolutely not. Well, then why do you let them do it on YouTube or any social media for that matter, you know? Yeah. I agree. AV is always mentioning drama. Exactly. Tammy, that's you. Okay, that makes sense. How are you, girl? I haven't seen you in forever. I just finished meal prepping, low carb chorizo and egg breakfast burritos for the week. Oh, that sounds really good. Hey, Afton, what's up? Yeah, you know, I agree with you, Ken. I mean, the majority of the time, you know, I think a lot of these people, like I had to turn the, oh my gosh, I just went blank. I had to turn the comments off on the one actor who committed suicide. I can't think of his name. Because all of his followers think that he's in, what do you call it, where they hide you? The witness protection program. They said he didn't die, he didn't kill himself. He's in the witness protection program. And I made a comment on my comments and I pinned it and I said, look, you know, why are you doing this? Like, you guys need to stop doing this. He has family, you know? You should have respect for the family. And then, of course I get, oh, you're a fat bitch. You should be this, you should be that, and I'm just like, oh, come up with something more original, okay? But I finally had to turn the comments off on there because it was just too many of his little cronies coming in there and saying, oh, he's alive, and it's like, if his family comes on YouTube, and sees a video and they click on it and then they see all these little punks in there that are saying he's still alive. Oh, he didn't really jump off the bridge. He's still alive. Yeah. So there are times like I had to go to drastic measures for that because Lord knows I would not like his family to see that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. Exactly. Pat, I just got a news update that, you know what? Wow. Because I said that. I don't know if I said it in the video, if I just told my husband, but I was like, oh yeah, they wrote all kinds of stuff in the paperwork, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I believe it. Crazy. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Tammy, I'm so sorry. I've lost both my parents. It's hell. I am so sorry. I truly am. That sucks. Yeah. That's funny, Ken. It's crazy, right? Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. That just sucks so bad. Oh, so the guy, Aussie, the guy that we're not... Yeah, that's it, Lloyd Miller. Isaac Cappy, the actor. Okay, but the guy we're not talking about, that Pat was talking about, is... His initials are J.E. He was connected to Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah. We don't say his name because he harasses me in spirit, and I can't deal with him. I won't deal with him. He's like a pain in my, you know what? Yeah, the guy that owned the island. There you go. So you guys, I'm still having the freaking dream about the little girl. And for some reason, it's the same exact dream, but for some reason I feel that I don't think she's gone missing yet. I feel like it's something that's going to happen in the future. But I still have not gotten anything else. It's just horrible. And I'm still dreaming about earthquakes and tsunamis and tornadoes now. I wasn't having dreams about tornadoes. I was just dreaming about earthquakes and tsunamis. Now I'm dreaming about tornadoes. And they're like really, really bad. Like I can see, in the tsunami, I can see people being swept away. Like, because it just literally, the one I'm seeing, it's just comes out of nowhere. And I can literally see the people's face as they're like, being pushed with the water and going under the water and coming back up and going, and like I can see their faces and it's horrible. And I don't know, I keep seeing it though. And when I keep having the dream every single night like that, it happens. Like it does happen. And yeah. So you're getting all natural disaster. Yeah, that's what it's been every single night. It was first just earthquakes and tsunamis, and now it's tornadoes. And China had a major earthquake today. There you go. Yeah. There have been like so many earthquakes like in the past couple of weeks since I've been having these dreams. And they just seem to like... Now I'm also seeing tornadoes. But before, when I was just seeing... Here we go again, guys. Sorry. Before... Excuse me. Come on, voice. Before, when I was seeing earthquakes and tsunamis, it was like the same dreams and visions every time. Every night. Every night. Every night. Well, now it's those same, dreams, and then tornadoes on top of it. And, you know, they had one in Japan. They've had them like, they've been everywhere, right? But it's like what I'm seeing, okay, it's like the worst of the worst. It's not just like, oh, you know, oh, 4.3 earthquake. Things shook a little bit, you know. These are like really, really extreme. No, it's very rural. Or urban. Sorry. There. It's urban, very urban. It's, excuse me. Well, anyway, for the earthquakes and tsunamis, it's definitely in town because, like, it's literally these high rises shaking and crumbling. With the tornadoes I've been seeing, it was more rural. It was like, you know, out in the country, basically. Hello.
It just occurred to me that you should tell your loyalists to start hoarding food. There's a good reason for it.
Okay, honey.
Just looking out for your people.
Okay.
You
Thanks,
think I'm
honey.
crazy?
No, I don't think you're crazy.
All right.
All right, honey.
Hey, do you want vodka or rum?
I don't want any. I don't want to drink, honey, but thank you. I got my lemonade. That was hubby. Yeah, so it was definitely like the tornado was definitely what I was seeing. It was definitely like the US. Looked like the Midwest, you know. It was bad. Yeah, I agree with you, Festus Mom. I do think it's end times for sure. Lori, I don't know. It's always been like this for me. It's always been like this. I've questioned it for a lot of years. I question it like, why the hell am I seeing this stuff if I can't stop it or control it, right? It's just always been like this. I don't know. Also, I think a lot of times my visions are symbolic, and when I'm doing, when I'm connecting, my stuff is symbolic, but normally with my dreams, excuse me, they're very like literal, you know? And hi, Ann. I am seeing, I do think the twisters are definitely the US. Now, for the tsunamis and the earthquakes, I was primarily seeing, they looked Asian. It was like Asian people. But I'm so bad with that. Like I can't, and I feel horrible to say this, but I can't tell the difference between a person. If I just see a person's face, right? Excuse me. I don't know if they're Japanese, if they're Korean, if they're Chinese, you know what I mean? I'm really bad with that. So I don't know. The dream is about the girl kidnapped in a salsa bar. Yeah, I am having that dream still every single night, Pat. Every single night. But for some reason now I feel like it hasn't happened yet. I feel like it's like in the future. And maybe this is a chance where I could actually like figure it out and stop it from happening. Maybe if I'm meant to, I don't know. Yeah, someone definitely is trying to come through. Sorry. It probably is him. That's why I'm kind of like suppressing it and trying to push back because I think it probably is JE. I'm close to the New Madrid fault line in Missouri. It scares me when I think about it. I bet. I would be afraid too. But you know, let me just say this. You know, I think that a lot of what I'm seeing is end times because what I'm seeing is so extreme. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like we get here, we'll get a 3.2 every now and then, 4.1, you know, maybe once every 2 years, we'll get a little rumble. And half the time people don't even know it's happening. That's how slight it is, right? I always pick up on it, of course, but I was talking like these are major major. What my husband was saying when he came in. Hold on. I'm going to ask you a question. Tennessee. I don't know why, but Tennessee, Kim. Consider the Three Gorges Dam on the Yellow River is in danger of collapse. It would not surprise me if that's what you're seeing. Oh my gosh, that would be terrible. That would be terrible. You guys, I have this horrible fear anyway of bridges. Like when I go on a bridge, I'm scared to death, right? And my husband's always like, why are you so afraid of a bridge? And I'm like, because I'm always afraid that it's going to collapse and we're going to die. I've always had that fear, right? And I think it just gets worse, like, as time goes on. But this is, okay, so time out, let me see. So what my husband was talking about, we have started prepping. Don't think we're weirdos, because we're not. But based on what happened during the pandemic, nobody could get their little toilet paper, and everything was like running low everywhere. Because of that, we're like, okay, we need to do the right thing. We need to. And I've gotten into canning and dehydrating just because it's fun. But it's also good to put food up. I mean, and I do think we're coming near end times. I really do think we're coming near end times. And I'm not one of these people that like, I would never push what I believe on anybody else, but I really feel like, we just need to be planning and making sure we have food and water in case something were to happen. I mean, and that goes for everybody, because no matter where you live, something bad could happen, whether it's a tornado, an earthquake, like this gas thing, excuse me, there was like no gas out here during the gas quote. Here we go again. During the gas shortage. People were like obsessing and excuse me, hoarding gas, and there was no gas to be gotten. We were smart, of course. We had full tanks of gas, so we were good. But I do feel like, if this stuff starts happening, these earthquakes and tsunamis and tornadoes, if this starts happening, who knows? Who knows if we're going to be able to get to the grocery store? Who knows if the trucks are going to be able to deliver food? You know what I mean? And it's really got me worked up lately that I need to plan, because God knows I would never want my family to starve. Hell, I could go without eating for 2 months and I'd be fine with all the fat I got on me, but a normal person wouldn't. You know what I mean? Here goes my voice again. That's probably true, Cynthia. Thanks, honey. That probably is the reason. But it just always stresses me out, when I see this kind of stuff and I know it's going to happen. It's just stressful. You're right, Shannon. You're right. There was a major dam that collapsed in LA. Wow. In Louisiana? Wow. Or wait, are you talking about LA with the earthquakes when the bridges collapsed? Yeah, of course, Kim, anytime. Yeah. There was a little girl that fought like hell a couple of days ago when a man tried to kidnap her at the intersection. I don't know. I don't know if it is. I don't know. I just know I'm still every night having the dream. And I wake up and I'm just like, ugh. I wake up and and I don't want to fall back asleep. You know what I mean? Because I'm afraid to fall back asleep because I'm afraid I'm going to see it again. I mean, I usually do fall back asleep, but it's not like REM sleep, so I'm just light sleeping, which really sucks, See, Afton, you feel me. That's how I am. I'm like, and look, I can swim, right? I can swim. So if a bridge collapses and I go in the water, I can swim. My fear is that the bridge is going to collapse, the car is going to go in the water, and I'm not going to be able to get the window open or down. I'm going to sit there and drown or suffocate and die. That's honest to God. Tornadoes fascinate me. Shannon, that's how my husband is. My husband and my nutcase husband and my nutcase son had tornado warnings. They go out on our back deck and one hits on the pond in my backyard. one hits on the pond and they're sitting there watching it, I'm freaking out because I'm scared to death of storms, people. I don't think you realize. If they call for thunder, lightning, I'm scared to death. I'm more afraid than my poor little min pin dog is, okay? Right, Ken, it is sensible to prep. And you know, I'm not going to go nuts. I'm not going to save up 5 years worth of food or anything like that. But I am going to make sure I have enough food and water, you know. I got to make sure I can take care of my family, you know. I'm prepping as well now. I've gotten fans that are rechargeable for the summer. That's a really good idea, Cynthia. Because look, I can, you know, I can start a fire in my backyard and I can cook over that fire, no problem. But the heat, oh my God. And the freezing temperatures. We have this like huge, we have 2 huge tents. They're huge. The one doesn't have the poles in it. We tried to put it up. The other one, yeah, we haven't even tried to put it up. Yeah. Because we were like, what if we have to leave? You know, we should take a tent so we can get out of the weather if we have to. You know what I mean? And especially living here so close to DC, like, yuck. Okay. I watched a tornado go over my house in Chicago when I was a teenager. Oh, crap. That's crazy. I can tell you a little story. I was driving down the street and everybody was pulling over, right? Everybody's pulling off the road. I'm like, what the hell is everybody doing? As I'm driving along, jamming to my radio. And I look in my rearview mirror and there's a tornado coming down, literally right behind me down the interstate. See, there's a good reason why I'm afraid of storms. We have not suffered as badly as you guys during COVID. We have a small population though, and being an island that has helped. I bet. But still, everybody suffered during COVID. COVID sucks. I was in Superstorm Sandy and had no power for a week. My sister and I prepped a couple of days before the storm hit. Worst fear was not having power for the well pump. Filled everything we had. Oh, wow. Yeah. You know, they say, like, so I have 4 bathrooms. So, wait, do I have, but I, oh, 1, 2. No, I only have 3 full bathrooms and a half bath. So they say, you know, we have a big, huge jacuzzi tub in the master. So they always say, like, fill your bathtubs up. So that's the first thing I would do if they were saying anything was going south. But and we're getting like one of those rain barrels to collect rainwater, because if nothing else, I'm going to use the water to like water my little plants, you know? Yeah. Yeah, my nights suck sometimes, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's just so damn, it's just bad. It's horrible. Damn it, Ellie. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Ken. Gotcha. Okay, honey. Sorry. I was thinking of back to when they had that earthquake and the bridges collapsed. That's what I was thinking of. I gotcha, honey. I gotta say, waiting for a storm to come in. I love the wind blowing, thunder, and lightning. Really? So that's how my husband is. My husband loves that stuff. No. I mean, he's definitely my soulmate. We've been together, you know, we've been married 29 years, been together 30 and a half years or something, 31. And, we're like polar opposites with so many things like that. This little girl was waiting on a friend. I heard that her mother just had a conversation a few days before that she told her to fight like hell. Wow. I hadn't heard of that. Did you guys see that video where the guy broke into the people's house and stole one of the twins? And then he tried to go back and something spooked him. And then the baby ended up dead or something. I was like, what is wrong with people? Yeah. Yeah, I can't deal with storms. I don't know what it is. You know, with my dog, we joke because my dog goes nuts if she hears a truck. She freaks out. She loves car rides, right? But if we're in the car and a truck comes up on us, she flips out. She has to go down on the floorboard, and poor little thing's down there shaking. And well, my husband got a new gun and he was like putting it together, right? And he had cleaned it. And the dog immediately, he had just gotten this gun, okay? And the dog immediately like came over to me cowering, freaking out. It's like she knew it was a gun. And I'm like, how the hell does she know that's a gun? Like, she doesn't know what a gun is. You know what I mean? So I always say, like, you know, she was run over by a truck in a past life and she was shot in a past life. Well, with me, I must have been killed in a tornado or something, because, or even a storm, I might have been electrocuted or something. I just can't, or not what am I trying to say? You know, when lightning strikes you. Electrocuted, yeah. We don't have tornadoes, etc. We just have to worry about snakes, spiders, crocs, and other deadly. Yeah. My husband actually lived in Australia for 2 years. He was like, from the time he was like 14 to 16, yeah, his dad worked over there. He loved it over there. Heck, I would move to Australia in a second if we had the ability to do that. I would totally move to Australia. Wow. Get one of those tub fillers, a water bob. It holds the water. Really? Holy crap. I definitely need to get that. I didn't know they had, because, I mean, you know, a huge jacuzzi full of water and 2 bathtubs. That would be a lot of water, you know? Wow. I don't think she could smell the gunpowder, though, because I don't think he hadn't shot it or anything. It was a brand new gun. He hadn't shot it. He was just taking it apart, like figuring out how to take it apart, put it back together, and clean it, you know, even though it really didn't need to be cleaned because it was brand spanking new. But it was just weird. Like, she just knew. And I was like, how does she know? Because the cat, she could care less. You know, she'll let right there by him when he's doing it. And she don't care. Yeah, that's one thing. The big, huge, thick spiders. Yeah, because, you know, we live on the water. We have, well, I say we live on the water, but I joke and say one day our house is going to be a houseboat because it's going to fall into the big pond out there. But there's a big, huge pond out back. And so we get like nasty, nasty mosquitoes. And we get tons of spiders and they make tons of webs. And here lately, it's like the spiders have gotten thicker and thicker and thicker. They're not like little anymore like they used to be. I'm like, where the heck are these gargantuan spiders coming from? I'm in New Zealand. So we don't even have the snake spiders cracks to worry about. Oh, that would be nice. There you go. That's a perfect place. It's not someone local to you, Victoria, a local girl, maybe. It's someone she's... See, here's the thing, Shannon. In the dream, and I see the street, and I see the house, and I can see like 3 of the house numbers, and I can see inside, and I can see the guy who's like hurting her. And then all of a sudden, I'm whisked to this coffee shop. I'm in this coffee shop. I'm looking everywhere in this coffee shop, trying to find a name of the coffee shop to try to figure out where the hell I am, right? Because I've never seen this coffee shop. I walk out. I feel like I have to put my chai down. I walk out and make a right down the street, and I keep walking and walking and walking until I get to this really green, lush park. And then I'm drawn to the woods, and then I walk in, and then there's a heap, and that's where she's buried. And then I flash back to the house. I'm back at the house, and there's cops everywhere, and there's a lady sitting there consoling him while I guess he's reporting her missing, apparently. And I have never seen any of these places. I've tried to figure it out. I've tried to see the name of the street. I've tried to see the full address, all 4 numbers on the door. Not that that would really help, but I've tried to see the name of the donut shop, like coffee shop. I don't know. I don't know. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. Storms terrify me too. I always said my mom threw me outside. There you go, Pat. I've always been like that too. You know, we would go to my grandma's house, and she had a, what do you call it? A tin roof, yeah. And when the rain would hit it, it would be so peaceful, right? And it would put me right to sleep. But then as soon as I started hearing rolling thunder in the background, I'd be wide awake, freaking out. Like, ugh. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, dogs definitely are. I mean, I don't know where she gets it from, but in Scotland, we have nothing. No natural disaster, no dangerous animals, but it's mild weather. There you go. We'll just come to Scotland. I'm serious. With all the crap that's going on in this country, I'm like, and it's only going to get worse. You know, I hate to say this, but it's only going to get worse with, you know, all the fighting overseas and I just have a feeling that our president is going to put his nose into it, try to get in the middle of it, when I think we should just stay the heck out of it, you know? It's just going to get worse. There you go, Ken. I agree. We have hardly any bugs here in Colorado. It's too high. Not looking forward to the bug. Oh, yeah. You're going to be nonstop bugs. Where are you going? Yeah. That's like here. Like, it's so nice to sit out on our deck at night, you know, when it starts getting a little bit cooler. It's just so nice. But then there's just bugs everywhere. It's like, ugh. We have one of those bug zapper things, but they're so annoying too. I was supposed to visit Scotland April last year. Oh, man. Well, maybe you get to go again. Wow, nice. I was listening to something recently, and they said we might start to notice things change, flowers, etc., doing things they've not done before. This would be part of changing, evolving times. I believe it. I mean, because everything's so extreme now with the weather, and yeah, I have a feeling. I mean, that's why I'm, you know, just seeing this every single night faithfully. Every freaking night. Never intervene in a cat fight. Right, there you go. Jealous of Aussie weather. Yeah, me too. Our summer never gets below 90. Holy crap, yeah. JL, I agree. Like, we need to stay out of the Middle East crap, but I think our president's gonna intervene. I think he is. Somewhat secret. Hey, what's happening? I have not heard of the SNIA Philip case. I will write it down though. Shoo! Getting hot, you guys. Crap, what was I gonna say? Just came and went, just like that. I get a thought in my mind and then it's gone. Oh, that's nice, Ken. That's one of the biggest problems here. It's just wall-to-wall traffic. It's traffic. They don't know how to drive in the snow. If you see a raindrop, there's accidents everywhere because morons don't know how to drive. They panic and they freak out. If they can't drive in the rain, they definitely can't drive in the snow, but they think they can. So they get out there. It's like, usually we have several days notice that a snowstorm's going to hit, right? So it's like, okay, get out, get the food you need, get your errands done, and then plan on buckling down during the storm, right? But no. These morons have to get out on the road, and then they wonder as they go sliding down the street and hit somebody or something. They wonder why. I would love to come live in Perth, Shannon. Trust me, I would love to. I agree, Aussie. Here's the thing. I don't think our president has a clue. I think he's being told what to do. I think he's being completely controlled. And unfortunately, some of the people that I think are controlling him, they feel like they have something to prove. So I just think when it comes to the conflicts in the world, it's going to continue. It's going to be bad. Yeah, I'm really worried about it. I mean, I was trying, you know, I always pray for my country and I pray that my president makes good decisions and all that. But I don't know, you guys. I feel like Biden definitely has something wrong with him health-wise. And I feel like I just feel bad for the guy. I mean, put aside the fact that he's the president of the United States. Put that aside. He's a grandpa. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely feel bad for him. I see it every time he does a speech, you know, and the very few times that he answers, you know, questions from reporters, half the time he just kind of mumbles and doesn't even answer the questions. And it's just so like, and look, I didn't think Trump was God, okay? Don't even go there. I didn't like a lot of what he said or a lot of what he did or the way he said it, right? But at any given time, whether he's walking out to his helicopter or whatever, he would stop and answer reporters' questions, right? This president, he can't answer reporters' questions. He can't. You should see it. Like, he can't answer. And I hope that that's not going on the national news. I hope that they're not showing, that our president obviously has issues, because that worries me that Russia and China are going to take advantage of us because of it. And I really wish I had 5 minutes to sit down and talk to Joe Biden, because I know she wanted to be first lady more than anything in the world. But don't do it at the expense of your husband, who's obviously sick and who obviously can't keep his thoughts together because there's something medically going on. Don't do that shit, I think that's what just frustrates me, because I'm afraid we're going to be taken advantage of, Okay. Victoria, you were right. I saw that many retired generals, military top brass have written a vote of no confidence in Biden, that he is incompetent. You went, yep, see? Agree, see? Can you imagine being a retired general and seeing the president that we have today and saying, oh my gosh, like, he's in control of that red button, for the nukes. Like, it's scary. It's scary. Well, it's scary. I truly do not envy anyone who's president. It's a terrible job. Exactly. I agree. It's a horrible job. I don't know why anybody would want that frickin' job. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want it? Not me. I'll just stay in the background here. But it's just sad, because I kind of feel like for 4 years, I didn't really worry about a lot when it came to this country. I didn't worry about, Russia or China coming and trying to fight with us, because Trump would stand up to them. You know what I mean? Now I worry, genuinely worry. And it's not even, put aside the psychic stuff. It's not even the psychic stuff. It's just my observations. I'm worried. And then on top of it, I have that feeling, that psychic feeling. So I'm worried. John. I truly don't. Yep. Do you think Biden is being slowly poisoned? Such a rapid decline in mental abilities right after being elected. It could very well be. I mean, I don't see that, but that doesn't mean anything. But it could very well be. Who knows? Who the hell knows? When people get something set in their head and they're not good people to begin with, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, it's not, Shannon. I have tried to figure out DC, Maryland, Virginia. I can't find it. It's not any place I've ever been. So that doesn't mean, it could very easily be somewhere in Virginia. Could be in Maryland. I doubt DC, because I would know that. But it could very easily be in Maryland or Virginia. I just haven't seen it, So I don't know. Have you tried reaching out to Amelia Earhart? You know what? I actually have her on my list. She's definitely on my list, and I can't wait to connect with her. I have so many questions for her, that's going to be a really major one. Trump hitting the red button scared me more. True, I agree, Pat, because he was a hothead. But I never, even though he was a hothead, I never saw, I guess, whatever he did and said, I never felt like we were in any kind of jeopardy, Could have been. I don't know. But it's just the whole, I hate politics. I live in the wrong freaking place because I'm right in the middle of politics and the politicians. During your election, most Australians were confused about Biden being the candidate. I don't know how he became the candidate, to be honest with you. There were a ton of other candidates that I think would have been so much stronger to run on the Democratic ticket. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it happened. Somewhat secret. That's how I felt at the beginning about her, right? But everybody else was like, oh no, she's worse than if Biden were in control. So I don't know. I don't know. I think all family could travel. Oh, wow. I worry about all the money being printed out with nothing to back it up. Yeah. Must be Colorado. Everything happens here. True. True, Kim. Poor Kim, stuck out there in Colorado. Not for much longer, though, huh? Poor Biden is controlled. See how Harris is always on his heels, or she's not, the wife is. Have you took a good look at Jill? Yeah, I know. She has. But you know what? The more I've seen, and from what I feel, she's the reason why he ran. I feel like she pushed him. She wanted to be first lady. And but she's always with him. To the point, she said at the beginning that she was going to still teach because she worked for a college that my son actually went to. And she said she was going to still teach, but she's been like with him 24/7. So apparently she's not teaching, but yeah, she's always right there. Yeah. Biden is too touchy-feely. Yeah. Is all that real? I think it is. Like, I don't think it's like faked video. Is it real? I mean, that's what I wondered. Like, is that real? Is he really like that? You know what I mean? Wow. Hey, Becky, what's happening, girlfriend? Oh, you're cooking. You're not a good cook. Aw. What are you cooking? Anything good? You know what I made last night, you guys? Holy crap. Holy crap. Stop everything. This was the best meal. I made homemade naan bread, and I made this chicken that I marinated all day. I marinated it in, let's see. Well, let me get this right. Fish oil, olive oil. Crap. Olive oil, fish oil, salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit of oregano. Crap, I can't think of this. It's this one particular spice and I can't think of it. Anyway, marinated it all day. And then I didn't think I had the ingredients to make tzatziki sauce, right? And my son's like, oh, here, I can make a sauce. So he took mayonnaise and made this little sauce up. So we put the sauce on the naan bread and then put the grilled chicken on top of it. You guys, that was the best chicken I've had, and I don't know how long. It turned out so good. I said, oh, this is a keeper. We're going to do this one again because it was so good. I feel I can't believe anyone anywhere. They're always like, exactly. This is politics, right? They all lie. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're an independent, if you're a Democrat, or if you're a Republican, because they're all a bunch of liars in politics. Hopefully we'll be out of here in 90 days. Oh, good, 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 good. I'll be praying for you, Kim, that everything goes well, because that's a huge undertaking, especially moving to another state. That's horrible. Yeah. My favorite recipe is the fun over Domino's pizza. There you go. Oh my God. Speaking of pizza, we went to my sister-in-law's house the other night. She lives like 35, 40 minutes from here. That was the best pizza I'd ever had. It was like this local pizzeria place. It was so good, you guys. And we got a salad, and the salad and the dressing was amazing. Yeah, I'm not doing low carb lately, guys. Can you tell? I'm like 7 chins here. I figure I'm going out to my sister's. I'm going to the family reunion. So I figure when I get back, I'll get on track. Because I'm going to start going to the pool and swimming laps and stuff. I should get my weight off pretty quick if I can just get in the habit. Biden has a hell of a life story, though. I think that helps his legacy. But I have to agree, I don't think his mental capacity is as good, and it's declined rather quickly. I think he's sick too. Yep. Yep. Oh my gosh, kid. Don't get me started on Boris. What is wrong with his hair? Like, does he not own a brush or a comb? It's like, have the people in his life not ever said to him, like, Dad, I can't do a British accent, so Did you see I tried there? Dad, Daddy-o. No. Like, Dad, did you brush your hair? Because you can't leave, you can't go out that door until you brush your hair. You need to go back and brush your hair. Come on. Put some deodorant on, brush the teeth, you know, clean clothes. There you go. What is up with him? Oh, HelloFresh pork rice bowls. Nice, nice. I've never ordered from HelloFresh, but everybody talks about how great it is. And there's no waste, and it's so easy. Oh, Chicago style pizza, yeah. Yummy. He's like a mad scientist. There you go. That's exactly what he is, kid. That's exactly. I definitely gained weight. Let me tell you something. I pulled out my summer stuff, right? Because I'm trying to kind of get in the back of my mind what I'm going to take. So I'm going to be at my sister's for 2 weeks. So I was like, okay, I got to kind of figure out what I'm going to take. And I was like, I have a bunch of pairs of capri pants. 4 pairs, I think I tried on. Okay, so first I tried on 3 pairs, and 2 of them fit, 1 didn't. And then I tried on the next pair, and it fit. But, you guys, I think I went up like an entire pant size. Like, hello, what the hell? You know, it's like my doctor said. My doctor, you know, was talking to me about my weight and all that, and she was like, I was like, well, I can't help it. Like, when I'm stressed, I bake, right? You know, and so COVID, I baked, and I ate it, and I gained weight. And she was like, honey, you need to take up knitting. You won't gain weight from knitting. I was like, yeah, okay. He had a haircut, but it just looked the same. That's funny. I think the Kennedys are going to make a comeback politically. I mean, that would be cool if they did, Shannon. The only problem is, who's that one Kennedy that was running West Virginia and like ran him into the ground? What the heck's his name? I can't think of his name. Yeah, he was a basket case. His hairdresser must be one of those that gives you a style you will never be able to recreate every day. There you go. Yeah, the Back to the Future scientist. Exactly. That's exactly him. Holy crap. Like, every time I've seen him, you know, when he does this, they put him on the news, he does his speeches or whatever, and I don't watch the news that often. So, but every now and then it'll pop up, and I'm like, does no one tell this guy? Like, or does he, here's the other question I had, or does he put gel in his hair and literally make his hair stand up like that? Does he think that's attractive or something? And you were saying like he's been married several times. Who would marry him? Like, ew. He literally looks like he rolled out of bed, rolled into his suit, and walked out the door and got in the car and left. That's what he looks like. I even saw him one time, and he turned to the side because somebody was asking him something, and he turned to the side, and the back of his suit was all wrinkled. I'm like, really? You can't dry clean your suit? Like, what the heck? Was JFK Democratic? Yeah, he was a Democrat. Wasn't he? Aren't the Kennedys Democrats? I don't know. I've been living in stretchies ever since coronavirus kept me at home meeting. I feel you. I feel you. Because I started wearing like, they're called like lounge pants, but they're pajama bottoms, for God's sake. You know, and of course they have elastic in them. But the couple times that I have, no, not a couple, but I have a couple pairs of like jeggings, so they have elastic in them. When I've tried to wear my real jeans, I could tell they're a little bit tight, and it wasn't just because they came out of the dryer, okay? Yeah. She's in power already, doesn't care, he thinks he looks good. Oh, they were Republican. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm wrong. We think you could pay attention. This just isn't my thing, but I'm trying to learn. I'm sure you're fabulous. I get it, Mary. I'm really blessed. I had an amazing mom that taught me how to cook. I've been cooking since I think I first started cooking probably when I was 5 years old. No lie. By the time I was like 8, I could make a full meal for my family. No lie. And then I learned how to bake. Usually you're either really good at cooking, but you suck at baking, or you're really great at baking, but you suck at cooking. I can do both. I can. Now, my plates don't look like, you know, they're not Instagram worthy or Pinterest worthy, because I don't care what they look like, because I'm just feeding my family, you know, but, Yeah. Yeah, that's true, JL. The Democratic Party is different now. Yeah. All politics is like totally different now than it used to be. I mean, I remember politics in the 80s and it's so different today than it was back then. Exactly, Sarah. We wouldn't have anything to laugh at, though. That's why I'm back on low carb. It wasn't COVID-19. There you go. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Thanks, Pat. TV cooking shows taught me how to cook well. Before that, I can write it. There you go. Oh, Jenny Craig. Yeah. Oh, no, your foster dog's one up for adoption. Oh, I'm so sorry. But think of all the joy he's going to give a new family. You know, like little kids out there that'll get to be raised with a dog. You know, that's so cool. That's awesome that you foster animals. That's really cool. I know, right, Ken? That's crazy. Only in the U.S. would that crap happen. What's my favorite meal to make? I don't know. I like probably Italian stuff, like homemade sauce. It cooks. I did that recently, but I don't do it very often. Where you make the sauce that cooks all day long. It's so good. Yeah. And I used to make, years ago, I made homemade pasta. I haven't done it in a lot of years, but yeah, I think I love making like Italian food. I love making homemade pizza crust. Yeah. There you go, Kim. You don't like baking? It's like a stress reliever for me. But the unfortunate thing is then I turn around and eat it, so. Oh, really? On the interview room. I'll have to watch that. The Kennedys were Democrats back when Democrats were actually a different party. They have good intentions, good people. There you go. I'm sorry to shut up about politics. Can he be a foster failure? Yeah, Boris, man, he's crazy. That's actually someone I would like to meet. Just because I feel like he would be so quirky and just different, you know, that I'd probably actually like him. I'd probably get along with him, you know. Ooh, creme brulee. You fancy. You making all that fancy stuff up there. We ain't got that fancy stuff here. Hello? Thank you, Shannon. I crack myself up. I'm the funniest person I've ever met. I'm just kidding. I'm so easy to crack up, though. I say stupid stuff all the time and just bust up laughing. Aw, Cynthia. Well, maybe you should just adopt her. Oh, Hubby Bake's good. There you go. I have 3 dogs already. Well, what's one more then? Come on, what's one more? Maybe if you can get another foster quickly, that would be a good distraction. That's true. That's true. Oh my gosh, our neighbor 2 doors down. She was outside last night. Hubby was outside talking to her and another neighbor. And he's like, come out here. And I walked out and she had this little black kitten, like so, wait, over here. He was so tiny and he just curled up. He looked like my little LMA, this little black kitty. She's fostering him. He's so cute. And a part of me was like, maybe we should get the kitty. And I was like, oh, shut up. I don't need another cat. I was like fighting with myself. No, shut up. We don't need it. Yes, we do. No, we don't. Yes, we do. No, we don't. Chinese fast food. There you go. Boris is the most unlikely romantic heartthrob, right? Right? But I bet he'd be funny to hang out. I don't know why, but I just attribute him being so lackadaisical in his hair like that with him being just really fun to hang around with, you know? Who knows? That's so funny. When you told me that, Ken, I was like, Boris had a bunch of women. Who would want him? Like, I mean, like I said, maybe he has a great personality. Who knows? But he's just so goofy. Like, yeah, when you've got it, you've got it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough thing to, exactly. It's tough to take in a animal or a child and then have to give them away. Yep, I agree. Foster parents are foster parents, and it's a hard thing to do. Oh, how cute, Cynthia. I have 4 dogs I couldn't foster because that's how I am. That's how I am. I don't think I could do it because I couldn't get rid of them. I would fall in love with them. He could be. You guys are funny. All right, you guys. It's about that time. I think I'm going to get off here and go unwind and relax and cool off. Hot as crap in here. Aw. Somebody out there talking really loud. I was like, what the heck? I'm going to take this stupid thing out of my hair. All right, you guys. Have an amazing week. Be on the lookout for Elvis sometime this week. Hope everybody has a great week. And I had a blast. I had fun tonight, you guys. I had a good time. Thank you guys for stopping by. Ken, as always, thank you. You're such a good friend to do this for me. Thank you, Kim. I will have a great weekend. You too. Exactly, Ken. At least he comes in handy for something, right? Entertainment. All right, guys. Take care.